Hi, everybody. Jacqueline Kuhn here with JacquelineKuhn.com, powered by angels. And I cannot believe that it's Capricorn season already. We're here to talk about Capricorn season and Archangel Azrael. And think ambition, persistence, practicality. This is incredible energy to end the year and begin anew. So let's get started. First of all, Archangel Azrael is one of 15 archangels. Three of the 15 are overseers and sort of super powered. Michael, who is our divine protector, Raphael, divine healer, Haniel, divine feminine energy and intuition. All other archangels are aligned with zodiac signs. And now that we are in Capricorn season, we are with Archangel Azrael. He is aligned with Capricorn because of the gifts that he possesses and the fact that Capricorn season is falls in the middle of, the end of one calendar year and the beginning of another calendar year on the Roman calendar anyway, the one that we all use today. And so his gifts of moving on, helping, let go and move to something new and endings, new beginnings. The way he handles that and the way he can help you handle that is perfect for this Capricorn energy. So, what is Capricorn season all about? So, really, during people who are born in Capricorn and the energy of Capricorn are about ambition, discipline. So, like, if you have ambitions, but they're not just dreams, they're actually fueled, right? They can come, you can make them happen through discipline. If you have Capricorn in your chart or know some Capricorns, they get things done, right? They get the work done. They're the people you go to get the work done. And so this Capricorn season energy is about having that discipline to see your ambitions to fruition, both personally and professionally. Some people, don't just think of this as job and career or business, but think of it also personally, right? So maybe personally you have an ambition to move to a new house or do a remodel or whatever it is. Capricorn season is a really good time to get those things started because you've got what it takes to see the picture to make it through, which is the persistence and the planning. So Capricorn energy is also about really giving you the clarity to do thoughtful long-term planning. And I emphasize the word thoughtful because this is not just, scatter some notes on a page or on a whiteboard and quickly mock something up. This is like really thinking about what is it that you really want and why? And is it strategic for your broader goals, right? Is this really supporting what you want to do long term or who you want to be? Think new job, right? Opening that business, relocation, big things that when planned and have strategic nature in where you want to be, that can actually begin to happen. The planning, particularly, creating solid plans in Capricorn season with that Capricorn energy. And then the practicality and progress. Um, I I know a couple of Capricorns personally, not many. And I do have some Capricorn in my chart. And I'm also a Virgo and a Taurus. And so practicality to me has always been a key to success because you want to make sure that what you're planning is realistic. I'm all for setting lofty goals. I'm all for setting goals that will move you forward. But if you truly cannot achieve it for many different reasons, then why set yourself up for failure? Yes, you want to set yourself up for stretch goals so that you have to really work for it, but they have to be practical. Like, in sales, if your sales goal is to sell $3 million, but you only have $100,000 of merchandise to sell, how are you going to get to 3 million? Right? I mean, that's just not practical. It's a great goal to set, but you're not going to do it. And so you're setting yourself up for failure. And so Capricorn season is all about that putting that practical lens to what you're doing. Being responsible. Responsibility is a big, big key in Capricorn. And really taking the responsibility to own your decisions, own your life, own your plan, right? Being that responsible one and really the steady work. And when I was putting this together, I got the download that said, think the tortoise, not the hare, right? Slow and steady wins the race. If we all remember, if you remember as a child that the story about the tortoise versus the hare, right? The hare started off really quickly and thought that they were going to win and then went off and got distracted, and then sure enough the tortoise making its way beat the hare in the race. And so that's really the tortoise energy is this Capricorn energy, right? Slow and steady, practical progress, persistent discipline, and you will get it done. It has not been big bang. It is long term. It is big picture. And that's really the energy to tap into during this season. Before we get to Archangel Azrael, I want to remind you to like the video. If you're not a subscriber to the YouTube channel, please do so. We are really close to 500 subscribers, and when we do hit that mark, we can offer more stuff to you. So I'm really looking forward to the 500 subscriber mark. My store is now flipped for Capricorn season with Archangel Azrael merchandise. This is the picture there is the brick and mortar at the Painted Tree in Killdeer. Exact same merchandise is available online. So if you're looking to buy a Capricorn a birthday gift or a last minute Christmas gift, and you're in Chicago, we can absolutely accommodate because the store will be open Christmas Eve. But a little too late from a shipping perspective. But definitely if you have a Capricorn birthday, that's coming up, in early January, you can absolutely get something shipped in time. You can contact me. I also have some Capricorn specials. So if you are a Capricorn or if you know a Capricorn and you want to buy them a gift, 3-month forecast readings for Capricorns are $45. And a gift of knowingness. Get a basic angels and astrology reading for $48.95. To anyone who might have a birthday between the December now and actually just now and January 22nd, if they are a Capricorn. I will be running monthly birthday specials throughout 2026. So stay tuned to listen to what they are, or just message me when your birthday month comes, when your birthday season comes, and I'll be able to get that to you. Visit my website, message, email, text, get in touch with me however you can. So Archangel Azrael, the one thing I want to point out about Archangel Azrael is his halo is sort of a milky white. Hard to depict milky white in a picture, which is why I've got sort of the muted browns with it to kind of pop that milky white. That's why he's got the white hair. That's why he looks a little different than some of the other Archangel pictures, because his halo is white. And that's not easy to see unless you really have a dark background. And it's white because white is the color of rebirth and renewal. And that's really what he's about, rebirth and renewal. Now, to have rebirth and renewal, you have to transition, right? From something old to something new. And so that's really why he is a really great helper to go from one year to the next, right? Old year, new year. He also can be looked upon to help the bereaved. So if you know of someone who is going through loss and grief, you can ask him for help to work through that. His name really mean whom helps God. The person whom, right? Whom helps God is the Hebrew translation for Azrael. And so he's here to help God, help you get over your loss. He does help souls cross over into heaven, the light. And so that is a big part of who he is. But this whole transition energy is also a big piece of him. A couple of really interesting things about Archangel Azrael. and not unlike some other archangels. He is not mentioned by name in any current Christian or Hebrew Bible. But both of those Bibles describe an angel as upon death separating one's soul from bodies so the soul can go up to the heavenly master, so the heavenly host. And so while there are angels described in all current Bibles doing that, they're not mentioned by name. Azrael is mentioned by name as the angel of death in current Islam texts and in the the text that's known as the Apocalypse of Peter. So Jesus' disciples wrote many texts, and not all of them made the Bible. And so the Apocalypse of Peter is a text which is believed to be written by him, but did not get into the actual Bible. And in that text, he does mention Archangel Azrael as the angel of death, as well as the Cabal also mentions Archangel Azrael. So if you know your current Christian or Hebrew Bible, you are going to say, hey, he's not in there, and that is correct. But he has been written about, just not current. And this is kind of why I like to provide you with this information, because some of you, have studied the Bible and you're questioning, how can these archangels be real or be true if they're not in the current Bible? There are hundreds of thousands, if not more, of texts that have been written for over 2,000 years. Not all of it makes the current Bible as we know it today. And in fact, the current Bible as we know it today has even changed over the millennia. So the fact that it's not in the current Bible doesn't mean it isn't a real God, faith, light-based being. And that's what I'm here for, to help you understand that. And if you have any questions about Archangel Azrael, where he came from, his energy, be more than happy to talk more about that. How does he align with Capricorn? Really good question. So Capricorn energy is transitions and persistence, right? Um, Azrael helps during time of transitions. And Capricorn can help, is energy about overcoming obstacles, planning, and persistence. And so Azrael gives you the confidence during those times of transition to keep going, right? He's there to help give you the confidence that what you're doing, what you are trying to plan for and make happen is going to happen, right? He's there to give you that extra blessing, that extra lift. Um, Capricorn season also inspires goal setting, right? We're closing one year, we're starting another. People do their New Year resolutions. I call them intentions. I think intention is a more divine word, because this is what I intend to do. Resolution just seems negative to me, so I call them intentions. And Azrael's gift of renewal. Really helps you let go of the past to start anew, right? It really helps you to say, yeah, this might have happened last year. I'm going to do something different this year. I'm going to be different. I'm going to do it differently. And that is Archangel Azrael's gift of renewal to help you do that. And then you've got the whole practical support and responsibility, which is all of Capricorn, right? Structured progress, right? Slow and steady wins the race. And practical support. And so Azrael helps those who are dealing with loss or major change. Most people don't realize, but when you start something new and end something, whether it's by choice or not by choice, you will grieve that loss in some way. So you may have been let go of a job, or you actually leave your job on your own to start something new. What you have left is a loss. And moving forward, even though you may know that it's the right thing to do and it's the best thing for you, there's a little bit of, oh, this isn't like it used to be, and I don't have the same, people that I used to have there. You may, want to move, you may want to move to a new home, and you get there and you have to like renegotiate things like where the grocery stores are, etc. Well, Azrael can help you deal with that, whether it's a minor or major. He can help you kind of move forward in a grounded way, in a practical way, in a responsible way, so that you don't get overwhelmed by those changes that you are undertaking. And so this is how Archangel Azrael really aligns with Capricorn traits and the Capricorn season. And so if you are a Capricorn, happy birthday to you. This may resonate. If you have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, this may also resonate with you. I want to give you a warm and wonderful Christmas blessing. I will come to you again before the end of the year. We've got two more videos, one about Venus in Capricorn and then one about setting intentions for next year. But until then, have a blessed Christmas season, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Goodbye for now.